Starting our countdown at number 1, Devil May Cry 5 represents the pinnacle of stylish demon hunting action games on Steam. This installment brings together 3 playable characters, with Nero wielding his Devil Breaker mechanical arms, Dante with his insane arsenal of weapons and styles, and the mysterious V commanding demonic familiars. The combat system rewards creativity and skill, with a ranking system that judges your performance in real time, pushing you to experiment with combos and techniques. Each character plays completely differently, offering varied gameplay experiences throughout the campaign. The photorealistic graphics powered by the RE engine showcase incredible detail in both character models and environmental destruction. Devil May Cry 5 includes a Bloody Palace mode for endless combat challenges and features an amazing soundtrack that dynamically changes based on your performance. The game balances accessibility for newcomers while providing incredible depth for veterans seeking to master its systems and achieve those coveted SSS ranks. Moving to number 2, Doom Eternal takes the demon-slaying formula to extreme heights with relentless fast-paced combat. This sequel refines everything from Doom 2016, with enhanced mobility options including dashes, monkey bars, and expanded platforming sequences. The combat loop forces aggressive play, as you must glory kill demons for health, chainsaw them for ammunition, and burn them for armor, creating a constant push and pull rhythm. You'll face diverse demon types, each requiring different strategies and weapon combinations to defeat efficiently. The game features a robust progression system, with weapon mods, suit upgrades, and runes that customize your playstyle. Doom Eternal includes both a lengthy campaign with challenging master levels and a unique asymmetric multiplayer mode called Battle Mode, where one player controls the Slayer against 2 player-controlled demons. The heavy metal soundtrack and gorgeous visuals create an unforgettable demon-slaying experience that never lets up. At number 3, Hades revolutionizes the roguelike genre by combining it with Greek mythology and demon fighting mechanics. You play as Zagreus, attempting to escape the underworld while battling various creatures and mythological beings. The game features an incredible boon system where Olympian gods grant you powers that synergize in countless combinations, creating unique builds each run. Combat feels smooth and responsive, with multiple weapon types that fundamentally change your approach, and each weapon has hidden aspects that alter their movesets. The narrative integration is masterful, as every death advances character relationships and story threads, making failures feel meaningful rather than frustrating. Hades includes full voice acting for an enormous cast of characters, with thousands of contextual dialogue lines. The art style blends gorgeous hand-painted portraits with fluid animation, and the soundtrack perfectly captures the mythological atmosphere. Supergiant Games continues supporting it with updates, and the game offers endless replayability through its heat system and varied weapon aspects. Number 4 brings us Nioh 2, a prequel that expands on the original with deeper systems and demon transformation mechanics. This action RPG set in feudal Japan during the Sengoku period lets you create a custom character with yokai abilities. The stance-based combat system offers high, mid, and low stances for each weapon type, creating diverse tactical options in fights. You will manage ki stamina carefully, as depleting it leaves you vulnerable, while learning to ki pulse recovers stamina and cleanses corruption. The yokai shift transformation grants powerful abilities and devastating attacks when your Amrita gauge fills. Nioh 2 features extensive character building, with skill trees for weapons, magic, ninjutsu, and yokai abilities, allowing specialized builds. The game includes both a lengthy campaign and endgame content, with expeditions and the underworld providing endless challenges. Cooperative multiplayer lets you summon friends for difficult missions, while the challenging boss fights demand pattern recognition and precise execution. Coming in at number 5, Bayonetta delivers over-the-top spectacle with its witch protagonist fighting angelic and demonic forces. This character action game features the Witch Time mechanic that slows time when you dodge at the last moment, rewarding skillful defensive play. Combat encourages experimentation with weapon combinations as you equip guns, swords, and whips to both hands and feet, creating unique movesets. The game features incredible boss battles against massive enemies that fill the screen with creative attack patterns and multiple phases. You will unlock new techniques, accessories, and costumes through currency earned from combat performance. Bayonetta includes multiple difficulty modes, with the highest tiers providing brutal challenges for action game veterans. The story embraces camp and excess, with cutscenes that defy physics and logic in the best ways. Platinum Games' signature polish ensures smooth combat and responsive controls throughout the experience, making every fight feel satisfying. At number 6, Elden Ring combines From Software expertise with an expansive open world designed with George R.R. Martin. While not exclusively about demon slaying, you will face countless corrupted beings and monstrous creatures throughout the lands between. The game grants unprecedented freedom to explore, tackle challenges in various orders, and build your character however you choose. Combat maintains the deliberate stamina-based system From is known for, while adding new mechanics like guard counters and jump attacks. You will discover legacy dungeons that feel like classic Souls levels, alongside smaller catacombs and caves hiding treasures and bosses. The build variety is immense, with countless weapon combinations, spells, ashes of war, and spirit summons, creating diverse playstyles. Elden Ring includes cooperative and competitive multiplayer with seamless invasion systems. The world design encourages exploration, with secrets hidden everywhere, and the challenging boss fights provide immense satisfaction when conquered. Number 7 is Dark Souls III, the culmination of the Souls trilogy that perfected the formula. This action RPG features faster-paced combat compared to previous entries while maintaining the methodical approach the series is known for. You will journey through interconnected kingdoms, fighting corrupted knights, demons, and grotesque monsters as you link the fire or let it fade. The weapon variety offers diverse movesets and builds, from quick daggers to massive ultra greatswords, each requiring different strategies. Dark Souls 3 features incredible boss design, with challenging encounters that test your skills and pattern recognition abilities. The game includes Covenant systems that add multiplayer variety, with invasions, cooperation, and special PvP arenas. The level design showcases From Software mastery, with shortcuts, environmental storytelling, and atmosphere that creates memorable locations. Multiple endings and new Game Plus modes with increased difficulty encourage replays, while the DLC expansions add substantial content and some of the best bosses in the series. At number 8, Devil May Cry 4 Special Edition enhances the original release with new playable characters and improved features. This entry introduced Nero as a protagonist alongside returning Dante, with both offering distinct playstyles and campaigns. Nero utilizes his Devilbringer arm for devastating grabs and unique combo extensions, while Dante returns with his multiple fighting styles and weapon switching mechanics. The game features excellent level design, with backtracking elements and environmental puzzles mixed with unmet encounters. The ranking system encourages stylish play as you juggle enemies and experiment with different techniques. Devil May Cry 4 Special Edition adds Virgil, Trish, and Lady as playable characters, each with unique movesets and abilities, expanding the gameplay significantly. The game includes Legendary Dark Knight mode for extreme challenge and Turbo mode that speeds up the entire game. The combo potential remains incredibly deep, with advanced techniques like jump canceling and guard flying for dedicated players. Number 9 brings Sekiro Shadows Die Twice, From Software's departure from traditional Souls mechanics, focusing on precise swordsmanship. You play as Wolf, a shinobi protecting his young lord in Sengoku-era Japan, filled with supernatural threats and corrupted beings. The posture system replaces traditional health as the primary combat mechanic, forcing aggressive play and perfect deflections to break enemy guards. Combat emphasizes rhythm and timing as you deflect attacks in sequence, creating a dance-like flow when mastered. The prosthetic tools add variety, with options like the flamethrower, axe, and umbrella, providing tactical solutions to different enemy types. Sekiro features stealth mechanics, allowing you to thin enemy numbers before engaging in direct combat. The resurrection mechanic lets you revive once after death, adding strategic depth to encounters. The game includes challenging boss fights that demand mastery of its systems, with memorable encounters against skilled swordsmen and mythological creatures, providing some of gaming's best duels. At number 10, Blasphemous presents a dark Spanish Catholic-inspired world filled with religious imagery and grotesque enemies. This Metroidvania features brutal combat, where precise timing and pattern recognition determine success against corrupted beings. You play as the Penitent One, wielding the Mega Culpa sword through the land of Custodia, seeking redemption and uncovering mysteries. The game features gorgeous pixel art with incredibly detailed sprite work and animations that bring the nightmarish world to life. You will unlock new abilities through prayers, relics, and rosary beads that customize your build and open new areas. Blasphemous includes challenging boss fights against massive, twisted creatures and corrupted saints that test your skills. The interconnected map design rewards exploration with secrets, lore, and upgrades hidden throughout. The game received substantial free updates, adding new areas, bosses, and endings, expanding the content significantly. Its commitment to its dark aesthetic and challenging combat makes it stand out in the Metroidvania genre.
Number 11 is ULTRAKILL, a retro-styled first-person shooter that combines classic arena combat with modern mechanics. You play as a machine descending through hell to fuel yourself with blood in fast-paced demon-slaying action. The game rewards aggressive play with a style system that judges your performance, encouraging weapon variety and creative kills. Combat feels incredibly smooth, with bunny hopping, wall jumping, and slide mechanics that maintain momentum and speed. You will use an arsenal including pistols, shotguns, and railguns, each with alternate fire modes and techniques. ULTRAKILL features parrying mechanics, where you can deflect enemy projectiles and even your own coins for trick shots. The game includes challenging levels with secrets, alternate paths, and hidden challenges that test your mastery. Boss fights provide intense one-on-one duels against powerful demons, with patterns to learn and exploit. The soundtrack features heavy electronic music that perfectly complements the frantic gameplay, and the developer continues adding content through early access updates.
At number 12, Diablo IV brings the demon-slaying action RPG series into a new era with modern graphics and systems. This entry features 5 classes, including Barbarian, Sorceress, Druid, Rogue, and Necromancer, each with unique skill trees and playstyles. You will explore the open world of Sanctuary, fighting demons and corrupted creatures, while completing quests and discovering dungeons. The game features robust character customization, with skills, aspects, and gear that allow diverse build within each class. Combat feels impactful, with visceral animations and satisfying enemy destruction as hordes of demons explode into gore. Diablo IV includes endgame content, with nightmare dungeons, hell tides, and world bosses, providing challenges for max-level characters. The seasonal model adds new mechanics, story content, and rewards, keeping the game fresh. Multiplayer integration allows seamless cooperation with other players in the shared world, while still offering solo experiences. The dark, gothic aesthetic returns with impressive visuals and environmental design. Number 13 brings Ghostrunner, a cyberpunk first-person slasher where one hit kills you and enemies alike. You play as a katana-wielding warrior climbing a tower structure, fighting corrupted machines and enhanced humans. The game emphasizes speed and precision as you wall run, grapple, and slice through enemies in fluid motion. Each encounter is a puzzle where you must plan your approach and execute perfectly to survive the gauntlet. You will unlock new abilities like time slow, shields, and special attacks that expand your tactical options. Ghostrunner features challenging boss fights that test your reflexes and ability to adapt to new patterns. The game includes a satisfying progression system with upgrades that enhance your abilities without making the game easier. The cyberpunk aesthetic features neon-soaked environments and electronic soundtrack that creates an immersive atmosphere. The tight level design ensures minimal downtime between checkpoints, making deaths feel like learning opportunities rather than frustrations. At number 14, Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice delivers a narrative-focused experience about a Celtic warrior fighting through a personal hell. You play as Senua, dealing with psychosis while journeying to save her dead lover's soul from Norse underworld. The game features intense melee combat against corrupted warriors and mythological beings with precise timing and pattern recognition. Combat scenarios are intimate with small enemy groups, allowing focus on individual duels rather than crowd control. The audio design is masterful, using binaural recording to simulate the voices Senua hears, creating an uncomfortable, immersive experience.
Hellblade includes environmental puzzles based on perspective and pattern recognition that break up combat sequences. The game tackles mental health respectfully, working with neuroscientists and people with lived experience to portray psychosis accurately. The motion capture performance by Melina Juergens brings Senua to life with incredible emotional depth. Its combination of combat, narrative, and audio design creates a unique experience that stays with players long after completion. Number 15 is Dark Souls Remastered, the definitive version of the game that defined a generation of action RPGs. This remaster improves the original with better performance, enhanced graphics, and quality of life improvements. You will explore the interconnected kingdom of Lordran, fighting corrupted beings and fallen knights as an undead seeking to link the fire. The world design is legendary, with shortcuts that loop back, creating a cohesive experience where areas connect in surprising ways. Combat emphasizes careful stamina management and learning enemy patterns to overcome challenges through skill rather than stats alone. Dark Souls features incredible boss variety, from towering demons to skilled knights, each requiring different strategies. The game includes deep build variety with countless weapon and spell combinations, allowing diverse playstyles. The multiplayer systems add unpredictability with invasions and cooperation, creating memorable player interactions. Its influence on gaming cannot be overstated, and experiencing it remains essential for action RPG fans.
At number 16, Bloodstained Ritual of the Night delivers classic Castlevania-style gameplay from series veteran Koji Igarashi. You play as Miriam, a shardbinder fighting through a demon-infested castle to stop an old friend's apocalyptic plans. The game features the shard system, where defeating enemies drops crystal shards, granting new abilities, spells, and passive bonuses. Combat offers weapon variety, from swords to whips to guns, each with different movesets and applications. You will explore an interconnected Gothic castle filled with secrets, shortcuts, and hidden areas, rewarding thorough exploration. Bloodstained includes extensive crafting systems for weapons, armor, food, and items, adding depth to character progression. The game features beautiful 2.5D graphics with detailed character models and gorgeous environmental design. Boss fights provide memorable challenges against massive demons and corrupted beings, testing your combat skills. The retro mode adds 8-bit graphics and chiptune music for nostalgic players, while roguelike and boss rush modes extend replayability. Number 17 brings Darksiders 3, where you play as Fury, one of the 4 horsemen tasked with hunting the 7 deadly sins. This action-adventure game features challenging combat, requiring precise dodging and counterattacks, similar to Souls games. You will explore a post-apocalyptic Earth, transformed by supernatural forces, fighting demons and angels caught in eternal conflict. The whip-based combat allows for fluid combos, and the hollow forms grant elemental powers and new traversal abilities. Darksiders 3 features interconnected world design, with shortcuts unlocking as you gain new abilities, creating satisfying progression. The game includes encounters with the 7 deadly sins as major bosses, each with unique designs and attack patterns. Puzzle elements break up combat, requiring environmental observation and ability usage to progress. The art direction maintains the series' dark comic book aesthetic, with creative enemy and environment designs. While more challenging than previous entries, it offers a rewarding experience for players who enjoy methodical combat. At number 18, The Binding of Isaac Repentance represents the ultimate version of the roguelike dungeon crawler. You play as Isaac, fighting through basement floors filled with demonic and nightmarish creatures, using tears as projectiles. The item system is incredibly deep, with over 700 items that synergize in countless combinations, creating wildly different runs. Each playthrough generates random layouts, enemies, bosses, and items, ensuring no 2 runs feel identical. The game features multiple playable characters, each with unique starting items and stats, affecting strategies and approaches. You will unlock new items, characters, and challenges through achievements and completion marks, expanding content continuously. The Binding of Isaac includes brutal difficulty, with later floors and bosses providing extreme challenges. The disturbing biblical imagery and roguelike mechanics create addictive gameplay loops. Repentance adds substantial content, with new floors, bosses, items, and quality of life improvements, making it the definitive edition. Number 19 is Salt and Sanctuary, a 2D Souls-like that successfully translates the formula into a side-scrolling format. You play as a shipwrecked sailor exploring a cursed island filled with nightmarish creatures and corrupted beings. The game features stamina-based combat with weapon variety and builds similar to Dark Souls, including strength, dexterity, and magic options. You will create sanctuaries that serve as checkpoints and level up stations, while choosing creeds that affect NPC availability and item access. Salt and Sanctuary includes an extensive skill tree with branches for different playstyles, allowing character specialization. The interconnected map design encourages exploration with shortcuts, secrets, and optional areas hiding powerful equipment. Boss fights provide challenging encounters that require pattern learning and execution. The dark, hand-drawn art style creates an oppressive atmosphere that fits the grim setting. Cooperative local multiplayer lets two players tackle the island together, sharing the difficulty and rewards. At number 20, Terraria offers demon slaying within its extensive sandbox adventure framework. While primarily a building and exploration game, combat against demonic forces forms a core pillar, especially in hard mode. You will fight through corrupted biomes, summon powerful demon bosses, and defend against invasions from otherworldly forces. The progression system unlocks new tiers of equipment and abilities as you defeat bosses, opening new content. Terraria features incredible build variety with melee, ranged, magic, and summoner classes, each with distinct equipment and playstyles. The game includes hundreds of enemies and dozens of bosses, each with unique patterns and mechanics to master. Crafting systems allow creation of weapons, armor, potions, and accessories from materials gathered through exploration and combat. Multiplayer supports cooperation with friends to tackle challenges together and build elaborate structures. The pixel art style and chiptune music create charm, while the depth of content provides hundreds of hours of gameplay. Number 21 brings Dead Cells, a roguelite Metroidvania with fluid combat and permanent death mechanics. You play as a sentient cell possessing corpses to fight through a diseased kingdom filled with corrupted creatures. The combat emphasizes aggressive play with dodge rolls, parries, and diverse weapon combinations, creating dynamic encounters. Each run generates random level layouts and item drops, while permanent upgrades unlock new paths and starting equipment. The game features extensive build variety with mutations, weapons, and skills that synergize in powerful combinations. Dead Cells includes multiple difficulty levels that unlock as you progress, adding new enemies, affixes, and challenges. Boss fights provide tough encounters with pattern-based attacks requiring skill to overcome. The smooth pixel art animation and responsive controls make combat feel incredibly satisfying. The developers continue supporting it with free updates and paid DLC, adding new biomes, bosses, and mechanics years after release. At number 22, Dark Souls II: Scholar of the First Sin improves the controversial sequel with rebalanced enemy placements and enhanced graphics. You play as an undead seeking to break the curse while exploring the kingdom of Drangliac, fighting corrupted beings and fallen warriors. The game features the largest variety of build options in the series, with extensive weapon, spell, and armor combinations. Combat feels slightly different from other Souls games, with adaptability affecting roll invincibility frames and healing speed. You will explore diverse environments, from poison-filled valleys to iron keeps, with challenging enemy placements that punish carelessness. Dark Souls 2 includes power stance, allowing dual-wielding weapons of the same type for unique movesets. The game features more bosses than any other Souls entry, though quality varies, with some standing among the series' best. Bonfire aesthetics let you increase difficulty in specific areas for better loot. The DLC expansions add substantial content, with some of the game's best level and boss design. Number 23 is Hollow Knight, a Metroidvania masterpiece featuring a bug knight exploring a fallen kingdom. You will fight through the ruins of Hollow Nest, battling infected creatures and discovering the kingdom's tragic history. The combat is tight and responsive, with a simple moveset that gains depth through charm combinations and learned techniques. You will unlock new abilities that open previously inaccessible areas, creating satisfying progression and encouraging exploration. Hollow Knight features challenging boss fights against infected beings and powerful warriors that test your skills and pattern recognition.
The hand-drawn art style creates a hauntingly beautiful world, with incredible attention to detail in every area. The game includes extensive optional content, with hidden areas, secret bosses, and challenging platforming sections. The minimal storytelling approach reveals lore through environmental details and cryptic NPC dialogue. Multiple endings encourage replays, with boss rush modes and permadeath options add extra challenges for skilled players seeking more. At number 24, Castlevania Lords of Shadow Ultimate Edition brings the 3D Castlevania reboot to PC with enhanced visuals. You play as Gabriel Belmont, fighting through a dark fantasy world to resurrect his wife, battling demons and mythological creatures. The game features God of War-inspired combat with combos, grabs, and powerful magic abilities, creating spectacle-filled encounters. You will traverse varied environments from castles to forests to titan-sized creatures serving as entire levels. The combat cross-weapon allows for both close and ranged attacks, with light and shadow magic augmenting your abilities. Boss fights provide epic-scale battles against massive enemies, with cinematic presentation and multi-phase encounters. The game features platforming and light puzzle elements between combat sequences. The story takes dark turns with twists that reframe the Castlevania mythology in unexpected ways. Ultimate Edition includes both DLC expansions, adding substantial story content and challenges beyond the main campaign, making it the complete package. Finally, at number 25, Slay the Spire combines demon slaying with deck-building roguelike mechanics in this innovative card game. You play as one of 4 characters ascending a spire while fighting corrupted beings and building a powerful card deck. Each run starts with a basic deck that you expand by choosing cards after combat and events, creating synergistic strategies. The game features hundreds of cards, relics, and potions that interact in complex ways, enabling diverse builds and approaches. You will face elite enemies and bosses that require thoughtful deck construction and tactical play to overcome. Slay the Spire includes daily challenges with modifiers and a custom mode for endless replayability. The turn-based combat allows for careful planning, while the roguelike elements ensure each run feels different. The minimalist art style keeps focus on gameplay, while clear UI design makes complex interactions understandable. Its influence spawned an entire genre of deck-building roguelikes, and it remains the gold standard for the formula.